touch up on them implicating the Laken Riley Act law. If any illegal migrant unalives an American, they will be prosecuted to the fullest. And this whole thing started when Donald Trump was first president, and everybody pressured him to open up the borders, to open up our homes to illegal migrants. And Donald Trump told the world that he was not going to do that because it was going to be a problem. So everybody tried to pressure Donald Trump into doing this when Donald Trump was president. And Donald Trump said, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to open up the borders to people who's not from here. So, they called Donald Trump racist, biased, prejudiced, and everything else under the sun of God. They called him everything. When Donald Trump lost the presidency and Joe Biden got into office, Joe Biden was the one that made the decision to open up the border to illegal migrants. Now, we're not saying all migrants are bad. We're not saying that some illegal migrants came here and followed the rules, and some illegal migrants didn't follow the rules. Now, they're trying to implement the Laken Riley Act because she was one female that was murdered, and it opened up the eyes of a lot of Americans. And a lot of people that felt some type of way about Donald Trump turned their mind a different way. Like, you know what, this guy did tell us that if we open up these borders, these things was going to happen. They was going to let their worst in. And when Joe Biden opened up the borders, they actually opened up the prisons and let everybody out of the prisons and told them to go to America because America's going to take care of you. And they came to America. They started up their gang activity. They started, using women for their own money pleasure to go out there and do what they have to do because I'm trying to put these words into code because I am a content creator. But they took innocent women from Venezuela and they put them out there to make money. They also, had young kids go out with them and rob and harm people that's from America. Now, Laken Riley was 22 years old, a female from Georgia, a nursing student, didn't bother nobody, and was unalived by a man that was caught in New York City. First of all, they said he was deported, came back to New York City, started up in New York City, was jailed in New York City because we had this bail reform act in New York City that I can't wait for them to get rid of. He was let out on his own recognizance. His brother said, why don't you come down here with me in Georgia and you can stay with me. I can help you work, get a job. He went to Georgia and was infatuated by Laken Riley. She was doing her morning jog. He went, he touched her, and he unalived her. Then we have the 5-year-old girl inside Long Island that was damaged and touched by an illegal migrant. Now she's going to be really messed up in the head because that man did things to her sexually. Now she's messed up 5 years old. Then we have the Puerto Rican female who was unalived by an illegal migrant. Then we have in Texas where this Mexican family that's legal in the United States, in Texas, was trying to have fun with other people, these illegal migrants, these Venezuelans that was apparently, allegedly gang members, started acting up, started acting a fool. This Mexican brother that's illegal in this country tried to approach them in a nice way. They flipped out. One of them takes a bottle and hits the Mexican son that's 7 years old over the head. The Mexican brother does what he does, and two of them or three of them get unalived. And now they're trying to stick this Mexican guy in prison for life for protecting his family. What I'm saying here, this Lincoln Riley Act should be put in law. That if anybody from another country violates or touches an American citizen, they should be sentenced and not be tried in their country. They should be tried here in America because you came on American soil, you disrespected, and you should be tried right here in America. Okay? This is what they should do. Now that they are trying to put in law, yes, thanks a lot, bro. They are trying to put in law the Lincoln Riley Act now. Hopefully, it will be pushed through. Hopefully, this would happen. The last unaliving of an American citizen was on the subway. The man was from Ecuador. He did what he did. He unalived an American citizen that was homeless, female, vulnerable on the train, minding her own business. She was already messed up in the head because she used to be a woman that had everything, lost everything. Now she's homeless in the streets of New York, what we call the jungle. You're on the train, you're homeless, you have no family, nobody, and you have a person that's here that was deported, snuck back into this country, came back here illegally again, and took somebody's life. We need to, as Americans, put our foot down and put our foot down now. What's up, Terrence? No, I'm not. I'm a public safety officer. This is what we need to do. We need to push for the Lincoln Riley Act. Because that right there was the most explosive one. And then it just became like everything started happening after that. And what they're doing, their thing is this. They come here in our home committing crimes and getting away, with the system. And the more crimes that they commit and they get away with, they're saying to themselves, we can go to America, disrespect the Americans, and nothing's going to happen to us. Nothing is going to happen to us. That's how they're thinking. Nothing is going to happen to us. But we need that Lincoln Riley Act. What's going on? What's going on? We need that Lincoln Riley Act. We definitely need to we definitely need to look out for one another. We do. As a collective, social, forever, yeah, we do. We do. We got to keep our Americans safe because this Lincoln Riley Act needs to happen. They trying to push it, but like I said, Trump, when he was in office, they asked him about opening up the border, and he said no. It was going to cause this. It was going to cause this big problem, and a lot of us feeling some type of way. A lot of us with this color nonsense and this bull crap that we do all the time. See, we let color and ethnic stuff get in the way of people saving us. And Trump told us don't do it. When Joe Biden got into office, he did it. Now look at the carnage, and look at they just opened up another facility in Brooklyn Boulevard in the South Bronx. So me and Billy is gonna go over there, and we're gonna go to the one on 149th and 3rd Avenue. They're closing the ones in the city, but what they're doing, they're putting all of these people in urban neighborhoods now. They're taking all of these shelters and putting them in urban neighborhoods. Now you got a lot of them that's probably gang members already. They're going to be in contact with other gang members, and it just keeps going on and on with this gang crap. They just opened up another one on Brooklyn Boulevard in the South Bronx. That's the 6 train. So now we have another shelter. The ones in New York, like Manhattan, Brooklyn is closed down, but now the ones in now they're gonna start opening ones in the Bronx now, the urban areas. That was very smart. Cause now you got a lot of them that's gang members, and they'll be in touch with other gang members in the hood. Like this whole thing was bad from the beginning, but it looks like it's a setup. Why would you open up another one inside an urban neighborhood where you have gang members that's already there? Like, why would you do that? So this Lincoln Riley Act, it needs to happen. It needs to be put in place. They need to start prosecuting these people because I'm going to ask y'all a question out here. It doesn't take a smart person to understand this. Do you think they will let us go to their country and cause the chaos they're causing in our country? Do you think they would give us all the money, the food? Do you think they would do this? Why is America so nice? Why do we do this and get screwed by everybody? Why do we do this? Why do we do this? It's still by design. Yeah, you're right. It's got to be by design. Because why would you open up a facility out there? This is Big Hawk, that Yonkers native, the host of Street Talk. Just wanted to give you some information about the Lincoln Riley Act. They are trying to push it, but hopefully they can do this and her parents could be okay and she can just rest in peace. I'm out.